soaring enthusiasts. Here we are at the beginning of our task. Now I am filming this not in the mission, but I'm filming it with just the flight plan so that I can slew and do a few other things. So you're going to see some of these names of airports fly up that will not be visible in the game, but I'm going to give you some pointers, so keep an eye out for when I mention different airports that you know where they might be if you're looking for them as you're flying. Okay, first thing we have to do is set up the winch launch, so I'm going to set the brakes here. And now, another thing I want to mention before we start, this gauge here is working in this sailplane in MSFS. You have to go configure buttons so you can switch. Now I've got it configured to a um, cell phone. I've got some buttons configured with touch portal, and so I can page through, as you notice, waypoint 1, waypoint 2, and waypoint 3, and then home, which is ridge soaring. So you can do that as you go. You have to do it manually. It won't switch automatically. So we're now at Eagle Field. We're going to switch to waypoint 1, and we can use this as a navigation aid. Very, very handy to use. You also have in this airplane, you can have this vario. You can have it switch between, here we go, you can have it switch between automatic average, which is averaging total energy, and netto. Here we have average net, so now we're in netto mode, and here we are in total energy mode. So you can just leave it right in average automatic, and it'll switch back and forth. So when you're cruising, it'll switch back to netto, or total energy rather. So that little brief thing, that you can assign these to joystick buttons, keyboard buttons, or in my case I use touch portal and a cell phone to get some more functionality there. Okay, here we go with the winch launch. Not connected. Okay, I did that. Okay, here we go. Check our flaps. Okay, let's see. We want to be why are my flaps working here? There we go. Now it's landing flaps. Okay, now we're at neutral flap. That should work fine. We'll get a high enough launch. In neutral, or one click negative is okay, but we got a pretty strong wind, so we don't need to do that. So here we go with the launch. Launch in 5 seconds. I'm going to transition to an exterior view there. Well, we're a little late in the day. I'm just starting this, but it looks picturesque. You can get a pretty awesome winch launch with this kinetic assistant. A little unrealistic, but it's fine. The more we get, the better off we are. Okay, push forward a little bit. Push forward. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm a little late in the day here. I got the sunset in my eyes, but we're going to be traveling down this ridge here to get to our waypoint 1. So I'm going to take a shortcut here. Now, the other thing we want to do is, now we're going quite slow. I would give it a click of negative flap, Enter camera mode. Now we can push it. We got a lot of altitude here, so we can convert that altitude into distance. We can push the speed right up to right around 100 knots, a little bit over. By convention, in the real world, you wouldn't want to go much beyond 100, 110. This is the sim. Use your own judgment. I usually cruise up to 120. These sailplanes are capable of doing it, but it depends on your particular mindset. Okay, so now we're going to just scoot right on down, scoot down that ridge. Lift is good today. Now the ridge takes a little turn. We got to follow the lift, so we stay right on that ridge. Turn point 1 is right down there. And what we're going to do is snake around the end of that and come back up this ridge over here, heading northeast. Let me get scooted over here, and then we'll speed it up again. Okay, we're going to come up on Kettle Dam. Kettle Dam is right between here. There's a little indentation in this ridge. And that's our visual to know we're getting near the turn point. Turn point is actually a little bit beyond, right about here. Let's scoot up a little bit. Okay, there we are. There's Kettle Dam down below. And you can see our turn point is going to be right about in here. And pull up a little nav map and see we're just about to the turn point right here. Okay. We're going to pull a turn now. Coordinate a nice turn right around here. Try not to lose any altitude. Head toward that adjacent ridge. Let it settle down. Now, you can see, we're not there yet, but you can see we're going to be traveling up this ridge and then up this way. Listen for the vario. You're going to pick up some lift here, back in the cockpit. We're still going, we're cooking a little bit fast here. Now we're picking up some lift, we're getting closer to the peak. Now if you're low, which we are here, but we're only doing a demo. Normally I would be carrying around 3,000 to 4,000 feet here, but 2,000 is a little bit low. So if you're low, you want to kick in a little flap, stay in that lift and try to get some altitude. Although the ridge lift in this sim is very generous, you won't find yourself landing out normally. And I have some thermals hiding in here in a couple different places. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and speed this up again. Okay, here we go. Now we're just at the point of that ridge line. There's a cut in this ridge because there's a river going through here. So kind of a water gap. And we're going to be shooting for this continuation of this ridge here, going up this way and then up that way. If you find yourself low here, I've sprinkled some thermals in this area. You can find some thermals if you need them. But right now we're not going to dilly around here. We're going to head right back up the slope. Let me get lined up a little bit. Cockpit mode. Now we're still in waypoint 1. You see here we're in waypoint 1. I'm going to switch that to waypoint 2. Okay, so we're almost on a dead course for waypoint 2 right now. Mifflin County Airport's right out there. Okay, here we go. We're going to go back to this mode and shoot up the ridge. Now we're going a little bit the wrong side of it, but now home and field here. Let me just stop there. Let's get back over to the ridge. Home and field is a landmark signaling the decision point. So what you're going to want to do, you won't see this label here in the bush mission, they omit these, so you're going to have to look for this area. I'll get a little bit closer for you. And as we get past Holman Airport, I'm going to make a turn here in just a second. You can see all these ridges over here. These are parallel zigzagging ridges. That's what you're shooting for. You're going to be shooting in this direction, and you catch lift off of these ridges, and there's also some thermals sprinkled in there. Kind of get an idea where Holman is visually. I'll zoom up a little bit further so you can get a visual on it. Okay, there's Holman. Get an idea what Holman Field looks like here. As I said, the label won't be there. Okay, so when you get in this area, as you can see now, we want to shoot. We're going to have to. You can go a little further up. You don't have to turn right here. Use your own judgment, depending on your altitude. Okay, so our heading for waypoint 2 and Mifflin County Airport is right there. So let's just go ahead. Head over that way. See all those ridges? You can zoom back and forth. Okay, now let's. We can pretend that we've navigated all those ridges that are behind us. You can see a series of ridges there. As I said, there's also thermals in that area. And Mifflin County is straight ahead somewhere out there. I know. Oh, it's right to our right here. Okay. Got a little bit off course. So you want to cross the checkpoint at Mifflin County Airport here. And after we get over there, you have a choice. If you're really, really low, you can hit this ridge and take this ridge. It's a nice, strong lift band along that ridge, but it's a little bit far east of where you want to be. Better if you can go up through the valley. There are some thermals sprinkled in this valley area. And you want to hit this ridge or this ridge, heading to a checkpoint, turn point, number 3. Okay, let's just scoot over here. Okay, we did that. Now we're going to pretend we got lots of altitude. Let's turn. Okay, now to switch. If you look here, we're going to switch now using our keystroke. Waypoint number 3. Okay, so we're heading a little bit east. So you wanted to. Of course, you're going to have to go back and forth on these ridges as we go up. They kind of zigzag again. Waypoint 3. So what we're going to, for demonstration purposes, zoom right up to our. Now we're taking a direct heading right to the waypoint 3. Here we go. We'll get too low and hit a mountain. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, 1.3. Oh, we're getting some great lift here. Running a little low. 5.3 is still 23 miles ahead, so it's just about there. Okay. Let's see how close we are. Wait, well, 4 miles ahead, so we're essentially just about there. You can look for this highway here. There's a landmark. This is an unmarked, visually unmarked turn point. You look for this little lake over here, this peak, and a highway here, and turn point's right about there. Hence Cave, is the name of that. right there. So we're going to say that that's good enough, and we're going to make our turn, head back to check out the flight calculator. We're going to switch soaring now. Okay, home into the sun. Wonderful. Okay, direct link or heading to ridge soaring. As you can see, the ridges are all good. Parallel ridges. You can jump here, here, to here. Depending on your altitude, you might even be able to take a diagonal across. We're getting a little low here. So I'm going to go up a little bit and cheat. Yes, a little bit. And go forward. As you can see, and you'll be going through some clouds. Now, there's ridges here and to your right. You can pick any of those. You're going to make a jump. Going down this ridge is one that I used before. Going down this ridge here and this ridge here. Let's see where we are. How close are we? Still got 50 miles to go. Okay, and again, you can shoot up and down these ridges. Polish your boards on those ridges. Alright, let's take a direct heading now. We're going to take a direct heading again. In the mission, you're going to be using these ridges to generate lift as you need it to keep on course, making jump to jump to jump to get over. With one final large jump, you should have about 3,000 feet. The tops of these ridges are generally around 1,700 to 1,900 feet AGL above sea level, but so you want to make sure that you're at least 2,500 AGL to clear any of the mountain tops. Okay, we're going to go ahead and shoot forward. Again, many ridges, many valleys. Hope I didn't go too far. Well, we went too far to the north. Yeah, I think we went too far. Okay. Let's scoot ahead here. Okay, we went too far. This is the ridge we're looking for here. A little stream along the side. And home to ridge soaring. And there's Eagle Field. So ridge soaring should be right below us. Let's take a check. If that's Eagle Field, then ridge soaring is right down there. And there it is. We went past it. Well, sorry for my lousy navigation. There's ridge soaring. You want to typically come in down this ridge and scoot right straight in, approach right from the north, right down this ridge, right into ridge soaring. Okay. So here we go. Let's fly over that a little closer so you can see it. That's about the end of our mission. Sorry for the overshoot. Okay, we're going pretty fast here, folks. We're going to go past our maximum speed. I want to show you this field here. There we go, there's ridge soaring. And good luck, and have a nice mission.